This is a short video of the payload launch. As you can see, the two balloons going up, and the stipulations of our payload, obviously we had certain weight specifications and things that we had to consider when constructing it, because as we were informed, these things obviously, in order to go up as high as we wanted them to, had to meet those requirements. But you can see they waste no time at all getting up in the air.
Next, we start tracking the balloons. There are actually programs on the internet where we can watch the trajectory of the balloons as they're flying up into space. Our professors told us that the best place to do this was, of course, McDonald's, as they had a Wi-Fi connection and breakfast.
Clean bathrooms.
Clean bathrooms.
And absolutely, all of the things we need.
Everything you need. Here are some examples of what the website looks like. You can see where you're kind of watching the balloons, I think this one, out to the middle of nowhere, basically Nevada. Next, the balloons come back down, and we go out and find them. This is where we found our balloon, or our payload. The balloon's basically gone. This is what it looked like when it hit the ground. I believe the one right here that we can't quite see is ours, and there's a nice big rock directly underneath it. Just to demonstrate where we found our balloon, a quick look around. As you can see, there are no structures to be seen. There are no other people other than the strange desert dwellers and people actually looking for balloon payloads out in the middle of nowhere. Oops, now it works.
All right. We were very excited to see the altitude at which our balloon achieved. The balloon reached an elevation of 25,090 meters, which is considerable. Sadly, my Icarus experiment told me that the wax did not change. Obviously, it didn't get close enough to the sun, where it clearly would have. And the no visible change in the apple is interesting, because we had talked about that. What would be the difference in it, having gone through not only the altitude change, but also the different temperature extremes?
Oh, we lost the picture.
It's a lovely picture of the watch still going.
Our camera was set up to take pictures at a regular interval so we could watch the watch work.
Yes.
The very last picture I took was at 10:56 a.m., which is approximately the 25,090 meters or 82,000 feet. After that, the battery in the camera froze and it ceased functioning. The Timex, though, when it reached the ground, was still synchronized to the watch we synchronized it to before we let it go. It didn't speed up or slow down. We was kind of hoping for some sort of time warp in there, but nothing did.
So it never stopped.
Never stopped. We'll have to call the company and get a commercial.
We're going to send a picture.
Some of the pictures our exterior camera took are absolutely amazing. This one is a little dark with the lights on. But you can actually see a large amount of our class.
Thank you, Matt. For purposes, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. In this picture, you can see Miss Henry, her husband. There's Miss Gaines. Miss Yip is there looking at the sky. It's a wonderful picture. I wish it was a little clear.
I was just going to say that the next series of pictures give you a real sense of what our camera was able to capture. And thank you, Matt, for turning out the lights for us, because this next series is quite breathtaking.
So here's some of the more early pictures. You start seeing mountains from above. You hit clouds. Clouds become further away. Here is our first picture in our series where you can see the other balloon, which is quite amazing. We planned it that way. This is once we're getting up into space. If the camera was facing the other way, you'd probably see astronauts leaning out of the space shuttle waving at us. Here is a very high altitude picture of our other balloon. Once again, we planned it just to do that. We designed our entire payload around that. Any questions?
So you did say